What is going on, guys? Boy Gamers Goon here today to go over some things on Smackdown Live. Now, you might be saying, is this going to be a review? No, it's not a review. The reviews, I'm not making them just now. Not yet. So, I wanted to come on here today, and I wanted to mention what our tag team situation is over on SmackDown Live. We do know that Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy had to relinquish the titles because of the unfortunate, untimely injury of Jeff Hardy. He could not defend the title, and last Tuesday, they had to relinquish the titles. So today, I'm gonna break some things down for you. This is actually from the WWE website. I got names that they list as potential candidates for the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. Vince McMahon will be, or not Vince McMahon, I believe Shane McMahon is the one crowning new SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. And I'm going to go through all the teams over on SmackDown Live and lay out the groundwork for you guys so you guys can be ready for Tuesday. The first names they mention is Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods. Do I think this is interesting? Yes. Big E is gone. He's not part of the New Day right now. Kofi Kingston is in a program right now with Kevin Owens, and you still have Daniel Bryan lurking around since he just got cleared from his injury. You still have him possibly being a factor into the Kofi Kingston story. So, do I see this being a reality? Most likely not. Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods would be an interesting option here. We've seen Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods as the tag team champions before as part of the New Day. Give them another chance at it. It could be something special with two titles, the tag team title and Kofi with the main title. But they already have a double champion in Becky, so chances are Kofi Kingston is not going to be the one. At least Kofi Kingston and Xavier aren't going to be the ones to end up getting the call here for the championship. It would be interesting, but I don't really think it's going to happen. Next, we have Shinsuke Nakamura and Rusev. What do you want me to tell you? Shinsuke, underused. Same thing with Rusev. You put them two together. They're not a bad team, but they're kind of just thrown together on the fly. This isn't a team I'm going to look at as tag team champions. I think that this is probably the most unlikely of all the teams, because this isn't even a really legit team. This is just pieced together because they had nothing else to do for both Nakamura and Rusev. I would be shocked if they gave them the titles. It could be interesting to see Rusev and Nakamura as a pair with the titles, as a heel duo, but do I think it's going to happen? No, and I'm not really going to be the one pushing for a Rusev and Nakamura tag team title run. The next team we have listed is Heavy Machinery. Now this is one I can get behind. Otis and Tucker, I like both of them. In NXT, I've seen their work. They're very good. I like what Otis can do. Very, very energetic for a big man. Can really get things done in the ring. He has some charisma. He'll get a crowd behind him. I really like what Otis can do. And right now, we haven't heard much of Heavy Machinery ever since their debut before Mania. But this could be Heavy Machinery's chance to break out. If Heavy Machinery is the ones to end up getting the titles, this could be a big moment for them and could really catapult them into a bigger situation for themselves and really could help them overcome everything that they've been sort of looked at as a joke right now since they started with the Alexa Bliss segments with Otis creeping, and then they're really not that serious of a tag team at this point. But if you let these guys actually go out there and wrestle and they win the tag team titles, that could be the step that could elevate them and make them want to act serious. I know it's not them, it's Vince making them do that. But that could be this catapult into them being like, we're going to zero in. We are going to be the best tag team on SmackDown Live. I would really like to see a Heavy Machinery chance to hold the titles. That's probably my favorite out of all the options that I've read so far. Once again, I didn't go through this whole list. I'm assuming it's gonna be all the SmackDown teams, but I'm assuming that's gonna be my favorite. Next, absolutely not. We have Shane McMahon and Elias. This is probably the most likely scenario since Shane is the one announcing it. I would not be surprised. Shane's sort of been on the Elias side of things over on SmackDown because he's sort of in the feud with Roman because he punched Vince. So, and Elias was the big acquisition that Roman ended up interrupting. So, I can see why they're pairing them together. Do I want to see Shane McMahon in a tag team with Elias? Not really. I would like to see Elias hold some sort of title, but I do not think with Shane McMahon is it going to be the optimal situation for Elias. I don't really think it's going to work much for Elias, and it's not really going to get anything done for Shane. Shane's just taking up a roster spot from one of the up-and-coming guys on either the tag team division or just on the show in general that they could have put with Elias. Next, we have the B team. I do not think the B team is going to win at all. I would be shocked if the B team won. The B team, they just got introduced against Roman in the what's it called? The handicap match. What do you really think the team that lost to one guy, Roman Reigns, is going to end up winning the SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships? You got to be kidding me if that's the case. There's zero interest in the B team right now. There's no need for them to even come close to the title picture. They can stay down in the lower tag team mid-card area and be the kind of talent that you throw a tag team out there against them and they can build tag teams up with going against the B team. But I do not see any value in the B team, especially when it comes to holding that SmackDown Live Tag Team Championship. And the last team they mention is Finn Balor and Ali. Now, this is one that caught my eye. Finn Balor, we all know, is the Intercontinental Champion. Finn Balor is a really good performer. And then we look at Ali. Ali's a very similar kind of wrestler. He's not the same physique, but he does a lot of the high move stuff, a lot of the technical wrestling stuff, a lot of the crazy acrobatics. That's what Mustafa Ali and Finn Balor share in common. And you put those two together, you could have something pretty special. Imagine a 450 splash from Mustafa, and then somehow, I don't know how they'd make this spot look great, but I can imagine 450 splash. He rolls off. Next move, coup de grace. That's the tag team finish. You could even do something like Finn Balor going for the 1916 on to whoever, and Mustafa could do the 450 splash. You could go about it a lot of different ways with these two these two guys in a team. But since Finn Balor has a title right now, and really, I'm starting to think Ali is going to be kind of catapulted back up into the main event scene. Once Kofi does lose that title, I don't really see this as being the decision, but this is a very interesting team that I think could be a really good team on SmackDown Live if given the proper stage. I don't see any more tag teams on this list. If you guys think of anybody that could be SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions, please comment below. Maybe we could bring up a team from NXT, maybe the Street Profits, maybe AOP comes back. There's a lot of other options than what I gave you here, but I would, out of all these teams, I really would want to see Heavy Machinery be the ones. Like I said, Balor and Ali could be a very interesting option. I wouldn't be against it, but I just don't see it happening. The B team, don't want to see it, don't think it should happen. Same thing with Shane McMahon and Elias. Actually, I can see it happening, I just don't want it to happen. Heavy Machinery, like I said, is probably the best choice. Nakamura and Rusev thrown together, don't want to see it. And then Kofi and Woods, I think could work. But I don't think they will do it for the simple fact they already have a double champion on both of their shows. So I don't think they would go and make Kofi hold 2 of the titles over on Smackdown Live, which it could be good, but it could also be bad depending on how they go about it. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. And make sure you guys go follow the Twitter at GamersGoonYT and the Instagram at TheGamersGoon. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to this video and share it on any social media platforms. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.